Hello and welcome back to the Forge TV coverage of the futsal. I'm joined by Nelson Walker and Aaron. How are you doing both?
Yeah, not
Doing
too bad.
Great to be here.
Yeah, good. We are joined at the English Institution of Sport for some firsts futsal team, and they're behind us. You can't see because it's a very tight camera angle. But yeah, we're here to preview it for the few minutes we've got. Lads, what do you expect today? You know, obviously this Hallam side are in the second division and the Unioff side are in the division above them. But the Hallam side seem to have done a bit better in the cup. They actually won the Conference Cup for the first time this year. You know, how do you expect it to go, Nelson, today?
Yeah, I'm expecting a really exciting game. It's a derby, obviously, Varsity. So we're here today, and I'm expecting a really competitive, exciting, goal-filled game, to be honest.
What about you, Aaron? What are you thinking?
I think the most interesting thing for me really is that Hallam scored nearly double the amount of goals that Unioff scored this season, and also conceded less. And they both ended up finishing third in the league, but I think we could see a fair amount of goals today.
Well, yeah, you say that, and in the cup, it was in the National Cup that Unioff played in, and they actually lost 17-1 to Warwick Uni. So, like you say, they could concede a lot of goals today, and they could be quite leaky at the back. Do you expect that maybe to translate today with the pressure being on? You know, it's a similar pressure to what was in the cup, maybe, Nelson?
I mean, I think 17 goals, that's a huge amount. I'm not expecting anything like that. I mean, we've just seen the seconds, and it was 3-2 to Unioff in the end. So I'm expecting a tighter game. There'll be goals in it, but nowhere near 17.
And also, you know, given the current state of Varsity, taking it away from, you know, the bigger picture, taking it away from Varsity today, Hallam have got a lot clawing back to do, you know, Aaron. You know that they've struggled in the first week, safe to say. I don't know how they did in the athletics, if they pulled anything back, but they struggled in the first week in terms of football and everything else. Do you think that will play a factor at all today?
Yeah, I think it's certainly going to be in the players' minds today. Like, I mean, the thing is for Hallam is that because they are after the sports part, they were so far behind. Pretty much everything they're going into now for the rest of Varsity is a must-win for them if they do want to stop Unioff going. I think it's about 8 in a row now. So yeah, like it's a must-win today really for them.
Well, it is looking like it is getting a bit more excited down there. There's a bit of noise coming, but we'll carry on talking until the players get lined up. The atmosphere is building. We just saw the twos play beforehand, Nelson, and like you said, it was 3-2 to Unioff. Do you think that'll play a factor in just seeing that the second team have just lost before them?
I think it could do. I mean, it's going to motivate Hallam. They need to get back in it, as you've said. You know, they're struggling in the Varsity as of how it stands. So they're going to need a response. And it was really tight in the last game. So I think Hallam can be a bit frustrated. They sort of let it slip, but there's plenty of time to go, and I think they'll want a response today.
So we've just heard the buzzer go off, and I think the teams are getting in place. So we're going to hand over to our commentary team. Yeah, take it away, lads.
Lovely stuff. Well done, guys.
Obviously, both teams have got very strong records in their league, especially for scoring goals, not necessarily keeping them out. So, yeah, it could be interesting to see which way it goes.
Yeah, we've just seen the twos play against each other. Of course, wasn't live on Forge, but it was 3-2 to the Unioff. Quite a low-scoring game, actually. Futsal tends to be quite high-scoring. 3-2's quite low, isn't it? It took a while to get a goal as well in that one.
Yeah, I think for over 15 minutes of the first half, I think there was no goal and very few chances between them. So, yeah, hopefully we get a game just as close this time around as well.
Yeah, and those watching along, if you're not sure about the rules of futsal, there are 2 halves. They're 20 minutes long each, and it's not a rolling clock, it's stopping. So every time the ball goes out of play for whether it be a corner kick, goal kick, throw-in, etc., the clock does stop. So actually it can go on for quite a long time. And that second half, that last game we just watched, 20 minutes on the clock took absolutely forever, didn't it, to actually get going?
And it can be difficult to run down the clock if you're in the lead in the last few minutes, because you know the clock has to stop every time the ball goes out of play. So there's no time wasting. So yeah, it really is up until the last few seconds. There's always a chance of getting back in it if the scores are tight.
Yeah, it's very fast-moving futsal. It's only 4 seconds as well to take every single set piece, and all the players on the opposition have to stand 5 metres away. So it should be quite intense. The players are just coming onto the pitch now for Hallam. Cheerleaders cheating over there, fans getting up for it. There's actually quite a good attendance here.
Yeah, no, they're both 2 banks of seating, probably a few more on the Unioff
definitely more
side
Unioff
than
side.
the Hallam side, but yeah, I'm sure both sides will make up for it in the noise they can make.
And there's actually quite a big squad for each team, but of course only 5 on the pitch at once. Sheffield doing a little huddle there, Hallam not. Be interested to see who's actually starting for either side, but Hallam, they have in their full squad, number 1, Matty Mays, number 2, Chris Sharp, number 3, Will Tracy, number 4, Alex Webb, number 5, Faris Adeo, number 6, Jake Craven, number 8, George Tilsley, number 10, Noah, I'm not sure how to pronounce his surname, so sorry Noah, number 18, Luca Bloodworth, number 19, Ben Murphy, and number 41, Dan Heppenstall, and then Uniov, number 1, Mitchell Brown in goal. That's the full squad here. It looks like number 5, Jack Bates, is in the squad today. It's quite tough to tell, not be able to see their backs here, but the full squad is Shuhei Murayama, number 2, number 3, Marcus Kosk, number 6, Sonny Cerulli, number 7, Chili Nelms, number 8, Matthew Lowe, number 9, Matthew Watts, number 10, Captain Calvin Kosk, number 11, Callum Sidley, number 12, Luke McCartney, number 13, James Christian, and number 14, Jay Gieler. I think I did all right there for the pronunciations. Quite a few names.
Yeah, no, that's good effort. There's a couple of tricky ones in there.
Yeah, so looks like the starting players for Uni of, at least on our side. You've got Mitchell Brown in goal. You've got Jack Bates in defence. They're playing up for a 1-3. I imagine it probably will be a diamond though. Having a 1-2-1.
I think once we get into it, I'm sure we'll see one of those front men drop off.
Of course, yeah. About to get underway then here. Hallam to kick off. And we're underway. Oh, it's gone straight out of play already. So we're going to see that stoppage of the clock. 10 seconds in. They've actually forgotten to stop the clock.
A few nerves early on there, I think.
Hallam with the ball then going forwards. They look like they want to start this off well, don't they? Oh, an early chance. Didn't quite get on the end of that for Callum.
That was a nice ball.
Noah, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice ball by Tildesley trying to get onto the front man, but just out of his reach.
Uni off then getting their first spell of possession of the game very early on, but Hallam win it back. It's Noah and he's on to number 8. That's a fantastic save from Mitchell Brown. Matthew Lowe there, unlucky.
Yeah, I think on that original chance, I think the ball was just a bit behind Tildesley. And
George
he
Tildesley,
just had to drag it from
Lowe.
behind him. He couldn't quite make the contact that he would have wanted to make on it. But it was a good save by Mitchell Brown.
Well then, ball again with Uniov. They want to calm things down here a bit. Obviously, you can't go too slow in futsal. They've got to be quite fast moving. Bates is doing quite well here just to hold on to the ball for them. They won't want to lose the ball again in the middle like they just did. That'll be a quick lesson for them. It's got out of play there. Noah trying to keep it in, but he can't.
Both teams quite happy to get a few early touches under their belt just to try and settle the nerves a bit. A couple of nervous passes early on.
Yeah, get a feel for the ball. Of course, in futsal, it's a heavier ball than in football. It doesn't really bounce around as much. It's very much keeping the ball on the floor where you can. Right then, Hallam building from the back. It's Hallam kicking on that far side. Noah to take. Playing it wide now. Also, look a little bit of skill. It's put out.
It's unlucky
It
by
looked
Heppenstall, yeah.
Looked like a Hallam ball there, coming off Bates, but I think it was given the other way. I think we're going to see a lot of this, aren't we, from Bates, just kind of slowing it down at the back and they can progress forwards. It's a good bit of play here on the left-hand side, but it's going to break here for Hallam. I don't think that was a foul. I think he just slipped there, Bates. Gosh, it's very scrappy in the middle of the park. Noah, though, great little pull of pass, but it's number 10, the captain, Calvin Kosk, sliding in.
It's great work to get back in there. He's playing sort of the deepest player there, so he's done well to get back in.
He has his corner now for Hallam. He's played it all the way back to the defence. It's a great strike, but another good save from Mitchell Brown for Uniov. Oh, I don't think that corner even really came fully on the pitch.
That was a good save by Mitchell Brown.
Yeah,
full stretch, tipped it around the post, low to his right.
Yeah, he's certainly awake for this one, isn't he? He's made some good saves already. Uniov have yet to threaten Hallam just yet, but we're only 3 minutes since kickoff, so still a long way to go. Definitely change in this kind of. I think there's going to be a lot of momentum shifting going on. Very quick as well, because obviously you win the ball back, and we saw in the last game actually, it was very direct from Hallam. Every time the goalkeeper just launched it over the top of a throw.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about futsal. There's lots of different dimensions to the attack. You can build up slowly from the back like we're seeing so far, but when they need to, there's also an opportunity to go more direct, even with the keepers not being able to kick it out and having to roll it.
That's a foul won by Uniov. If you accumulate 6 or more fouls as well, they get a free kick or a penalty kick, I think it is, from about 10 metres away, but they get a chance at shooting at goal. So that's now 2 fouls already by Hallam. They'll want to watch that figure. Bit more slow build-up player. Oh, but here's Noah on the attack again. He's been quite quick in the middle there, but his pass just goes a bit wayward.
Good opportunity there. I think he probably should have done a bit better. He had a lot of space to find Heppenstall there.
I think he's almost stuck in 2 minds of whether to just shoot or pass there. Bates again at the back trying to build up. Oh, it's a great ball out to the left-hand side. Oh, it's the first effort on target for Uniov. That was a decent opportunity there as well. They keep spraying it wide. They managed to get the eye of the needle there, haven't they? Getting it through. There's a kick in here for Hallam. It's intercepted. Dan Heppenstall's having a good game here. Oh, plays it across. Oh, it's the first goal of the game. Is that Noah? Noah, number 10.
Very unselfish from Tilsey there. Probably could have had a shot himself, but decided to lay it off to the striker and finished with ease past Brown.
Well, they have looked the better of the 2 sides so far, Hallam, to be fair. They probably do deserve that lead. They've already had a few efforts on goal. See a couple saved by Brown, but he couldn't save that one. Way too close for him to get anything on that.
Haven't got going yet, Uniov, at all, really.
No. They've got a chance here, though. They've scored. There we go. They got one back. You say they haven't got going. I think that was number 8, Matty Lowe, wasn't it? With a ponytail.
Yeah, big mistake there. Trying to mess about with the ball in their own half and punished. Brilliant finish in the end. Yeah, probably against the run of play, but...
Commentator's curse there from you,
yeah,
Henry.
Uniov are right back in it.
This might be high scoring after all, after the first one being so low scoring. It's well collected by Brown in the Uniov net. It's played well out to the left-hand side. Callum Sidlin, that is, I believe, on the left. Oh, boy, look at that play. Just wide, though, from Sidlin. Very fast passing in there. Obviously, it has to be in futsal, doesn't it, the build-up. But, yeah, that wasn't slow and patient like we've seen so far. A lot quicker. It's better. I think Hallam will try and slow it down again, though. We're going to see a lot of this. That Noah holds up the ball well, doesn't he?
Oh, big tackle
Fierce
from
challenge
Lowe on Heppenstall, but Heppenstall stood strong there.
Yeah, he kind of stood his ground and just won his side a kick in. A bit too far over, though. I think he's trying to play it out to Alex Webb of Hallam on the left-hand side, but couldn't quite find him. That's a good little battle out here, actually. It's very high-paced, actually. Calvin Kosk, the captain, is knocked over. There is a foul. To be honest, I don't think there was much in that.
No. 50-50, I think that goes down as, but there the referees judged it to go the way of Uniov.
He's having a word with his assistant here, though. It's a 3rd foul for Hallam. They really do need to watch that. As I was saying before, once they've hit 6, Uniov will have a penalty kick from 10 metres. The normal penalty spot being 6.
Not sure what the referees are discussing here.
No, it's pretty unclear up here from where we're stood. Kind of stood up behind the Uniov goal, quite high up, quite hard to tell sometimes on this end what's going on, but it's a free kick then. Callum Sidlin to take for Uniov. I don't think he'll shoot here, surely not. No, he's laid it off to Bates. It takes an effort, he just slashed it wide there, he didn't really get hold of that one.
Yeah, completely skewed it.
Oh, here we go then, knocks him on the break. Noah's done so well there to hold up the play. Plays it back to his defender.
Just still a few passes, not quite perfectly weighted so far. Still a bit scrappy between both sides, but I'm sure as the game goes on we'll see them get a bit more ambitious.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems to be that the clock's actually not stopping anytime the ball goes out, but there's a chance here for Hallam. It's a good save again for Mitchell Brown. The linesman's seen something yet. Not the linesman, he's got a flag, has he? But the assistant. I think it's more of a kick in rather than a corner. It's well defended. He's actually won himself the ball there.
It's gone the way of
Cross.
Uni of. That looked like it
No,
came off the-
yeah, I think he's quite lucky to
Yeah.
get that one. No, it's unlike Bates, he's been quite coolly headed so far, hasn't he? But he's just played that one out of play. Yeah, there are two sets of rules for futsal. One they have a rolling clock, one they don't. So I think we must be on a rolling clock today. It's a very long subs bench, especially for Uni of. So I think we'll be seeing quite a lot of substitutions. Also handball, it looks like. It's not been given by the referee. No, again, the two number 10s at each other. Kosk does well to kick it away. Alex Webb to take the kick in. It's a little 1-2 there. Good bit of skill to get past. Ooh, very brave there from the Uni of goalkeeper Mitchell Brown to get in for that one. He really had to put his face in the way of the striker. He's not afraid to jump on the floor, is he?
Yeah, very intricate play there from Heppenstall. Managed to jink past a couple of defenders, but yeah, ended up being a good save on the second attempt from Brown.
This has been blown. Has he put his foot over the line there? Is he trying to take a kick in? Might have had a bit of
The
a foul.
referees are being particularly particular so far.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
They've called back a few minor infringements.
Yeah, they're not letting any rules being broken today, that's for sure. It's a quick sub then for Uni of. Cerulli seems to be coming on. Sonny Cerulli, that is. And Jack Bates, the man who's been playing the ball around the back so coolly, has come off and he's now sat on the subs bench. They can do this as many times as they want. Subs can roll on and off, be unlimited, so we're going to have a lot of changing of names here. Oh dear, they're Uni off there for their own corner and get the ball away, but the substitute was there to kick it away. Hallam probably looking the better of the two sides so far, would you say?
Yeah, I think overall they probably shaded it. The Uni of goal probably came against the run of play, but you know, there's always a chance of getting back into it in futsal.
You've got to be so clinical, the goals being quite small as well. They're doing well here. So keep hold of the ball. Ooh, that might be a foul. Referee says no. Chris Sharp's not happy with that one. He went bundling down.
Brown committed himself quite early there and sort of slid into the back of the Hallam man.
Always done well to get him beyond there. It's a chance, and it's a goal for Uni of. They take the lead after going 1-0 down, and it's the captain, Calvin Kosk. And he's come off straight after scoring. Fancy a bit of a break after that, the captain, but good finish.
Good play by Maruyama to set him up as well. It's a good cross from the right-hand side, and yeah, he finished it off perfectly.
It's a very good finish. I don't think it'll be the end of the goals here, though. There's going to be plenty more to come, especially when the legs start to get tired in the second half. George Tildesley's been part of everything on the left, hasn't he? Ooh. Sonny Cerulli there, intercepting well. Not that time, though. Let's let it go through. His teammates have done well to crowd out the Hallam number 8. And again, Cerulli. Seems some of these kick-ins have been going the way of Uni of. No, this time though, Hallam. Bit of an argument going there on the touchline as to whose ball it was. Not quite there what Alex Webb was looking for with that through ball.
Hallam have looked quite good when they've got the ball in the final third, but there's always that nagging doubt over their defensive abilities, I think, so far. Uni of have not had many clear-cut chances, but have buried both of them.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that in the league campaign this year of Hallam. They did concede quite a lot of goals, but that said, they scored 79 in Tier 2. Of course, being a lot easier than Tier 1. So I think there'll be more goals in this first half. You won't want to go into the break losing this one, Hallam.
Oh, very wasteful there in midfield.
I mean, some of these touches have been a bit wayward, actually, haven't they? It's not quite been sticking for... Well, Noah's done well to hold it up, but when he's actually tried to go at the defence, he's not really been able to get through so far. Alex Webb does well there to...
Not sure how much Webb knew about that, but he did well to keep hold of possession.
Oh, Noah's been caught out there. Referee didn't like that, though. I don't think there was much in that. It's meant to be a bit further away there, the Uniov players defending this one. I think they're going to get away with it. Yeah, no, there we go. They've been told to stand a bit further back. I thought they were a bit close.
It's a bit frustrating, the referee's being very particular.
Oh, it's a goal! The goalkeeper there, he's made some good saves, Brown, but this time, George Tilsley is for Hallam directly from the free kick. It did make a difference. He's saying that in particular, it did make a difference in that instance.
He got a strong hand to it,
He
the
did.
keeper.
He was quite unlucky.
He pushed it into the roof of his net. I don't think he'd be particularly happy looking at it
Oh,
back.
Cerulli there. He's played it out of play. Hallam, they're going to get some momentum, aren't they? If they can get another one here. Ooh, very nearly. Claiming there for a corner, Chris Sharp, but I think it was just a poor effort in the end towards the left. Right, Kosk then. Not absolutely sure, but I believe the brother of Calvin is Marcus Kosk. Surely there wouldn't be two Kosks without being related.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. We'll have to get that verified. Alex Webb then. It's played well. Noah. To be fair, Noah could just walk around. He's not really able to run that much. I was thinking he must be getting a bit tired, but he's not. He's just able to hold it up so well. He's quite a physical player. I think that might be a... I thought that was a Uniov ball, but this is what we get here. It must be so difficult for the officials to work out whose ball it actually is every time it goes out of play.
So intricate and such an enclosed space, so hard to see.
It's so fast as well. That's goal kick to Uniov. No, it's not. No, he's played it out to the corner. It's once again so difficult to tell. Ooh, we've done that before. Playing it back. They like doing that, don't they, from the corners? You never see it played into the box that often. It's normally played back for a long effort.
Yeah, it was a good bit of work by Maruyama in defence there to stop the ball going forward to the Hallam man, because he almost had a free shot on goal there.
See if Maruyama can get forward here. He's done it a few times. He's been quite patient. He's playing to Milton Turley. Number 9 now for Uniov. It's a good effort from, I think it's Matthew Watts up top.
Sharp did well to get back in there and cover, I think.
He did indeed. It's a kick in then on the... No, the assistant thinks it's a corner. Played out again.
Just looking at the Hallam bench, looks like Dan Heppenstall's having a bit of trouble with an injury. He's just been with the physio, so it'll be interesting to see whether he can come back on for the game.
Yeah, I think he took a bit of a whack, didn't he, in some of those challenges. He was always in the middle there trying to break through for Hallam, but sometimes it does take its toll. It's out again then. Uniov will really want to make the most of this pressure. See Hallam getting a goal back. It's not what they planned, being the tier above. Notice actually the clock has stopped this time, the ball's been going out of play. Maybe they've just been forgetting to do it throughout. It's very difficult to tell. So it seems that they are playing the rule of stopping the clock when it goes out of play. I was right originally, they just weren't doing it at the start. So he's about to get that in. Should have been a bit more patient there, I think, though, Alex Webb. But not much really appeared to be ahead of him. He's done well there. Watts to win it back. George Tilsley laying it across to his teammate. Yeah, he's really kind of been the centre of everything, George Tilsley. We've seen him on the left, we've seen him in defence, we've seen him in the centre now. I think it's a timeout being called by Uniov. I believe they're allowed one of these each half per team.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised it's taken this long to reach a timeout. But what do you think they'll be talking about in that huddle?
Well, just under 4 minutes to go. And yeah, as the scoreline suggests, it's been a pretty close contest so far. I think Uniov have definitely grown into it. I think Hallam probably haven't been as strong since their substitutions were made. So I think really it'll be just about consolidating this scoreline, even if they can't go in front. But they certainly don't want to go in behind at half time.
No. That said, though, as we've talked about before, and I'm sure the pundits and presenters have been speaking at the beginning, is being in a division above, Uniov will always fancy their chances to get a few goals back in the second half.
They've also got a larger squad than Hallam, which could play into their hands. They've got more options to throw on from the bench, especially if players start to get tired as the game wears on.
Yeah, it looks like 2 extra players anyway on the team sheets. And in the huddles, you could just tell that there's a lot bigger squad there for Uniov. Referee's also having a bit of a chat and a chuckle over there. Maybe talking about some of the ones that could have gone either way on the touchline. I believe it's about a minute or 2 they get for these timeouts. It's just the time to have a bit of a breather as well as having a chat about tactics. Of course, with there being at 5 aside, there's not much you can do in terms of formations though, is there? It's almost like a 1-2-1, or you can play a 2-2. So I'm interested to see if there's any substitutions here for either side.
One thing you can notice is there's an emphasis on technicality and close control in this sport.
Yeah, you can always see, can't you? They're so disappointed when they let one go, and it's happened so often so far. It must be the pressure getting to them. Looks like it is a 1-2-1 still for Uniov. I believe they made some changes as well.
Yeah, I think Luca Bloodworth is on for Hallam.
McCartney's on for Uniov. Luke McCartney, that is. And James Christian's on the pitch as well. Oh, it's a goal! Is that James Christian right from the off? I think it was.
That goes down as a mistake from the keeper there, snuck under his foot.
That's both keepers now. I mean, Brown, to be fair, you can't really call it a mistake. It was just a strong hand and got unlucky. But, I mean, keepers playing a key role in 2 goals. Uniov will be buzzing with that. Just a few seconds after their huddle, and they've... Well, their timeout's paid off, isn't it? Clearly. Yeah. Slice of luck, though. Slice of luck, must be
Worst case scenario for Hallam there.
Callum Sidlin then, and just playing it back to Kosk. Substitute. Luke McCartney getting involved right from the off. I couldn't quite tell who scored the goal. Was it McCartney or was it?
Yeah, I think it was
Christian?
McCartney, yeah, from the right-hand side.
They're both very close to each other. Looks a bit deflected, and the keeper not obviously managing to keep it out. The ball is snuck under one of the spectator stands. Mitchell Brown has got it collected. He disappeared for a second there.
I think that's James Christian, also on up front for Kosk, for Uniov.
George Tilsley, who I don't think's had a rest yet. Neither is Noah on the left. This is good. They look like they're calming themselves down a bit, but Kosk does well there to slide in. McCartney, that's not accurate enough. Tilsley's done well to calm things down again. Tilsley and Noah seem to have a good partnership going on. It's always them two playing 1-2s to each other. Bit of a miscontrol. No, again, he fancies a goal, doesn't he?
He did well there to find a bit of space in between the lines. Uniov are sitting in quite compact in a nice tight shape.
Yeah, you can tell they're not that bothered about getting forward at the moment, Uniov. They just want to hold that lead to go into half-time, 3-2 up. It's a decent effort from Chris Sharp. Well, not that decent. Actually, he went quite far over, but
leant back a bit there on it.
It wasn't wide, but it was a bit too high. Just gets his knee over that a bit more. That might end up in the back of the net. Interested to see if anything happens just as the countdown's coming as well. The pressure on the keepers must be immense at that point because the players are just taking shots left, right and centre. They'll be really focused. Chris Sharp then for Hallam. Can they find a goal before half-time? Ooh, it's just cut out there. There's a counter-attack though, Christian for Uniov. They're doing so well there, Hallam, to break through. Noah! Ooh, another good save from Brown. If it wasn't for Brown, this really could be 4 or 5 for Hallam at the moment. They've had so many good efforts, especially the first kind of 5-10 minutes.
They had a good chance just before as well through Bloodworth, but couldn't find a Hallam man.
Oh, that's a good effort, and it's rebounded. It's a goal back. Bloodworth, the man you said has just had an opportunity. He's got a goal on the rebound. Can't really be missing that one though, but they're putting it in the area. It's dangerous.
Great finish, left-footed into the bottom corner, no chance.
I think Brown will be disappointed though, won't he? Not to get it a bit further clear. He's doing well though. The shot's being fired at him. Hallam on another one here. Very direct. Ooh, just over the head of Noah. Uniov won't be happy with this. They were really holding out for 3-2 at half-time. Bates is back on the pitch, by the way, the one who was doing so well at the start to just keep things calm. Even there under pressure, he's done well.
Lost out there.
Ooh, a bit physical. Bates and Bloodworth.
He did really well there to get his body in the way there, Bloodworth, and win his side a free kick right up the pitch.
Yeah, a minute and 29 seconds to go there in this first half. The assistant's being very particular again as to where the ball's placed and where the Uniov players are standing. That can't make much difference, that half a metre. It clearly does so.
Last time we said that, they got it in, so.
They did. Ooh,
that was quite the opposite.
After so many of those going so far over, they get their knee over it a bit more, but not seeing that. Another free kick. The fouls are really racking up now. 5 for Uniov. This is one more in this last minute and 20 seconds. Hallam will get a penalty from 10 metres.
5 fouls signalled for Uniov. So they've got to be really careful now with the last 1 minute and 20 seconds left of the half.
Because 10 metres is a fair way out, but they get a free chance to have a pop on goal. It's got through. Noah, it's well played. Ooh, well blocked from Bates, and then keeper's done well there to react to that, because it was deflected onto him. Oh, that shot's gone back out. Oh, some really poor touches in there. If they could just control the ball a bit better, they'd have a goal.
I'm not sure how you even commentate on that. That was just pinball.
It is a bit like a pinball machine, a lot of this. Another effort. Chris Sharp is, he must have had about 10 shots the last 5 minutes. None of them sticking.
Just before that, was a good bit of work by Bates there defensively to help out his goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, he's done well, Bates, been impressed. Not so well there, though, on the attack. Seems to be a bit more defensive-minded. It's another one. Is that Sharp again? I think he needs to have a bit more left.
Only 40 seconds left, so it's interesting to see how these teams approach it. Whether they're going to try and throw men forward or they're quite happy just to take it in on a draw for half time.
Well, it's going to get a bit intense this last 30 seconds or so. Defended well there by Sidlin for Uniov. He's upset that it's been given a Hallam way though. Needs to react quickly here.
It was definitely a Hallam throw.
Sidlin, low, Sidlin. Oh, it's a fantastic save by Matty Mays. He's not made many saves so far, Mays, but that is a decent stop to keep out Sidlin. Oh, it's a good slide again. I think it was Bates.
Mays closed the space really well there as it was a play through to Sidlin. Tried to chip it over him, but it was just a bit too close to try and do that.
There's only 5 seconds left. They're going to have to find something very quickly here. Pinball once again likely. Chris Sharp out then. Oh, it's blocked. Surely that's the end of the half. Yeah. The buzzer sounds then. 3-3 at half time. Been a decent game.
Yeah, it's been a very close game as the score suggests. I think both sides will be quite content with that, but yeah, they'll be looking to try and show a bit more creativity to find the winner in the second half.
Yeah, I think both sides have made a few mistakes they won't be too happy with, but likewise, their finishing's been pretty high standard so far. Apart from the ones been played back from the corners, though, they've been a bit wayward.
And I think we're going to hand back to our presenting team with Kai now.
Perfect. So you join us back at Forge TV for half-time. I think there's some cheerleaders just heading onto the pitch. We've got the score at 3-3, actually. It was a great entertaining half, some great futsaling going on. What did you make of it, Aaron? What did you make?
I think on balance, Hallam have played the better football. Like they've been moving. We were talking about they've been playing with sort of 3 up top. When attacking, they've been playing some nice triangles. However, they've probably missed quite a few chances as well. Whereas Uniov, they've had probably only about 3 or 4 chances, and they've taken all of them, really. So I think on balance, Hallam have played the better football, but Uniov have been more clinical so far.
Definitely, and we've got some music, I think, going on behind us, so that's going to be slightly distracting. Nelson, Nelson, what did you make of that first half then? Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was a pulsating first half, to be honest. I thought it was great quality football, played in a good spirit, high intensity. And yeah, I agree with Aaron. I think the Uniov were certainly more ruthless with their chances. Hallam have played the better football overall. They've controlled the game for spells. And Mitchell Brown, the Uniov goalkeeper, has made some fantastic saves to keep the Uniov just in it. But I think it's been a brilliant game so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes up in the second half.
You mentioned the goalkeeper then. There's been some big talking points with the keepers this half. Let's talk about the penalty to start with, because the Uniov keeper came down and almost seemed to clean up the Hallam striker. Was it a penalty, Aaron, do you think?
That was a nailed-on penalty. Like, if I was on the Hallam team, I'd have been livid with the referee if I was on their team. But yeah, no, like I think Uniov definitely got away with one there. Like, there's no arguments. Keeper just came, cleaned them out. Definite penalty for me.
Yeah, definite penalty for me, and obviously Uniov went straight up to make it 2-1, so we'll have to see what bearing it has on the overall outcome of the game.
Well, the keeper's been relatively good for Sheffield, like the Uni of Sheffield this half, but there was one potential mistake that maybe could have picked on for the goal, a free kick. What do you think you should have said that, Nelson?
I mean, obviously up here we've not necessarily had the best view in terms of looking at the goalkeeper from Mitchell Brown, but I think overall he's had an outstanding game, so I don't think the Uniov should be too critical of that situation. I think it was hit with a lot of power, a lot of venom, the strike, so I'm not sure there was much he could have done about it, to be honest.
And then the Hallam keeper at the other end for the Uniov third goal, we exclaimed up here that maybe he should have done better. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, the thing is with these goals, like the keepers should be doing better, and I mean, in all fairness to Hallam keeper, it was close up. And I mean, he played the shot a lot along the floor, loads of power. So like, it's an easily made mistake, but it's a costly mistake because it's led to a goal.
We were saying there as well about the Hallam, how they probably deserve to be maybe in front this half, and they're not so in front. They are 3-3. But what were you most impressed with them? In terms of their attacking style, their defensive style. What were you most impressed with?
Yeah, I think it was their attacking style. I was really, really impressed with how they got bodies forward to quickly support the forward who was in possession. So often their number 10, I think Noah, when he was running through, he had options on the left, on the right. And that's how their first goal came about. So how they've been getting attacking bodies up there has been impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they seem to work the attacking triangles well almost.
I was going to say with that attacking shape that they've got, you can see why they score a lot of goals. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we are set for another second half of futsal, which should be interesting. We're going to hand you over to the commentary team again. Lads, take it away.
Much. Right then. Quite a quick break that for the two teams. We don't get much time to have a bit of a breather. But we've got some drinks on board. We seen any more substitutions?
No, I think Lowe's back on for Uni of Sheffield. A couple of new faces on the Hallam side as well.
Looks like Faria Sadayo up top. I'm not sure about the winger there. It's hard to see. Can't see the numbers on their backs when they're turned like this.
You see Bloodworth still on the pitch, goal scorer at the end of the first half for Sheffield Hallam.
Yeah, be very happy to get a goal back for them. Honestly, I can't see which way this is going to go. I'm sure the pundits have been chatting about it at half-time, but it is very tight. You get spells of possession for both teams, spells of pressure. Yeah, it's Bloodworth at the back, isn't it? It's George Tilsley as well, playing it forward to the man we've not seen just yet. Ooh. Bit of a push there, says the referee. First
Looked
foul
a bit
then.
soft to me, but
yeah. But we were saying this in the first half, the referees aren't letting anything go. Thought they'd let the game flow a little bit more, but It's a good opportunity here for Hallam. George Tilsley again.
It's going to be a point-blank save for Mitchell Brown here if they can get it through the wall and body of Uni of players.
Yeah, it's quite close, this. George Tilsley's fired it wide.
Just dragged it a little bit there.
He did.
Probably tried to hit it a bit too hard.
He kept it down, which was the main thing, but the connection wasn't quite there. Referee again stepping in. He's removing a little bit of cheerleader glitter from the pitch. I'm not sure it's going to make much of a difference. Very
Occupational
particular.
hazard of Varsity, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely the health and safety risks, isn't it? The risk assessment. The pom-pom on the pitch. Oh, that's trying to be a bit too intricate there, the captain, Kosk. And Hallam have got the ball back as a result. Bloodworth. It's well played down the line. Bloodworth, a great turn. It's been crowded out, though. They've got to get it clear,
Be
though.
careful there.
And once again, they're trying to be a little bit too picky, I think, at the back.
Very risky from Lowe there.
I think it was Lowe and Kosk in the middle. They just
ended up winning the foul for his team, which free kick's going to be taken by Brown. But yeah, if he'd have lost the ball there, it would have been a pretty simple finish for one of the Hallam forwards.
Certainly would have been. Bates then plays it to Kosk. Outside left winger, Koskin. Oh, it's a goal.
Great hit, outside of the foot from Lowe there, just outside the...
God, that was well played,
area.
wasn't it? On the left-hand side, playing in. That was well played. Was that Lowe again? He got a goal.
Yeah.
Did he get a goal in the first half, Lowe? I think he did. Be very happy with that one. An early goal in the second half for Uni of Sheffield. Through that man, Matthew Lowe. Oh, Hallam looked the better of the two sides. Once again, it's a break. Bates. He's fired in. Ooh, the goalkeeper nearly caught out again. He's let it sit through his fingers in the first half, one of the goals. Straight over the top there, though. And
Very nearly an own goal.
yeah, from Bates.
Backpedaling to try and...
Goalkeeper and Will Tracy for Hallam there, having a bit of a scrap to get the ball. Let's fire Sadeo now. He was playing a bit more advanced. He stepped in at the back. It's a great ball through. Very patient. What a goal that is for Hallam. They'll be absolutely delighted with that. Luca Bloodworth on the score sheet. George Stilty playing it in.
I think they probably deserved that as well. It's nearly 4 minutes gone. I think Hallam have probably looked the slightly better team so far.
I think just passing it, they seem to be way more accurate, a lot quicker. It's obviously two very different playing styles. Uniov are a lot more patient. Just about kept it on there, Bates. And Kosk as well at the back, the captain. Lowe now, the goal scorer a couple of minutes ago. Gives the ball away, though. They can play it across here, surely. Oh, he's got to square it to his teammate Faris Adeo there.
He was looking for his hat-trick there, Bloodworth, I think.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to get it, though. He's got to square that. I'm not sure if he was stuck in two minds as to play a shot or not, because it did go quite far wide. He dragged that one past the post.
Tadeo had a tap in there from a couple of yards out if he'd have squared it.
Yeah,
to
Mitchell
him.
Brown had a decision to make. He decided to rush out, and I think it obviously was the right one in the end, causing that pressure. That's not so good from Jack Bates firing forward. A bit more urgency, maybe. George Tilsley then, who's been ever present, I believe, so far for Hallam. He's doing well to just control things. Very much a focal point. There you go, the man who should have just been squared to. Loses out though to Lowe. I believe Sonny Taruli is back on the field for Uni of. These substitutions happen without us being able to see it on the touchline. Sonny Taruli, he's just come off the bench. Oh, he can't quite get it past.
That all
Matty
came through
Mays.
Lowe there, though. Fantastic play. Managed to hold off a number of Hallam challenges before finding his teammate Taruli. But yeah, definitely an improvement from Uniov there.
I think Matty Mays has done well just to kind of crowd him out and not give him much space, much to aim at. Goals, of course, being very small as it is. Hockey size. Bates then to Kosk. Back to Bates. It's another ball over the top. He's definitely trying to be a bit more direct. He's changing his style a little bit. There's just no one there each time. Kosk does well to intercept. It's Taruli back to Kosk. He's taken on his man. Nearly found its way through. But Hallam can counter. Oh, it's a decent effort. Nearly caught out the goalkeeper. But it's a good stop again. He's quite good at getting down to his near post, isn't he,
I
Brad?
think that was hopeful more than anything from Will Tracy, but yeah, ended up forcing a good effort on the half volley.
Oh, another good save. This time from Bloodworth again, who is searching for that hat-trick. I think it's probably going to come, isn't it, for Luca Bloodworth? Well, they've not played it back this time. They normally do, Hallam. Just about kept it alive there. Cerulli. This is out, though.
Important challenge there from Tilsley.
Low, stepping forward. Surely you can see Kosk on the far side. He just didn't look up there. He's very eager to get things going, but the assistant referee's slowing things down, making sure that the Hallam players are stood 5 metres away, as they have to do on every set piece. Doesn't look like we're going to get any penalty kicks from 10 metres in this, unless things start to hot up a bit more with the fouls. Kosk has done well there to roll it away from George Tilsley. He's gone out for another kick in.
It's always going to be difficult for him to get a good effort off there. He was
Bates
off
is off.
balance.
Bates is off for Kosk. Bit of a change at the back. Both Kosks on the pitch now, playing it to each other. Low, flicks it over to Cerulli. Bit of a
There's
nutmeg
such
there,
small
but
margins for error in this, being in such an enclosed space. So
as well,
yeah,
the touch lines, they seem so nearby every moment, don't they? One bad touch and it's off for a kick into the other team.
very easy for attacks to break down quickly.
It really is, yeah. There's Sadeo, loses out to Matthew Lowe. It's been definitely a bright start to the second half. Nearly 8 minutes in now. Oh, Sadeo does well there. It's knocked away into the crowd.
Couple of changes for Uniov.
Lowe's off. So it's Chili Nelms, who I saw got injured in the warm-up, and he looks like he's limping. So that's an interesting call. So you want to get as many names on the field as possible, don't you, for a Sheffield Varsity event?
Easy to identify with the blue trim on his socks.
Yeah, it makes it a bit easier for us up here. It's been quite challenging to name all the players, but he's certainly helping us out with the blue on his socks, as you say. Number 7, Chili Nelms on the ball now, getting his first touches. It's well played there to Cerulli. Fires low, goalkeeper does well. Kosk. Over to Nelms. Slowing it down. Interesting, they always change the tempo about, don't they? This one back well in the middle there for Sheffield Hallam. Kosk absolutely takes out George Tilsley. He won the ball. Referees think it was okay. I think it was fine. It was just really
Firm
swung
but
it.
fair, I think.
Yeah, firm but fair is a good way of putting it.
I mean, that was a challenge from Kosk, who's played mainly as an attacking player so far, and shows you how well-rounded these players are.
Yeah, Nelms though wins it back. Can he play it to Watts on the left? Sure, he's got to square it. Will Tracy does well there. Bit of a mix-up though with the goalkeeper. Nelms, well, very intricate trying to skill past the goalkeeper. He's somehow managed to get past to Watts. And it's won back by Hallam, who counter-attack through Tracy.
I think he was looking for that one there.
Yeah, he definitely went down quite easily. Watts, just over the bar then from the Uniov number 9. Yeah, I don't think that was a foul. He definitely went down
Tracy
easy.
going forward there, and
The momentum as well. He might have been blocked off by, I think it was Kosk for
yeah, he was
Uniov.
definitely looking to make that contact.
Nelms then with the corner. Try to catch out Tilsley. Ball nearly hits the ceiling with that clearance. Some subs then for Hallam, but before Alex Webb is coming onto the pitch. It was George Tilsley who's finally getting a rest.
We've seen Luke McCartney on for University of Sheffield.
Kosk into Nelms. I thought with number 7 would be a bit more advanced, but seems to be playing in the back. Maybe if he is carrying an injury from the warm-up, that's why. He's done well to intercept again. He's winning those second balls a lot, is Nelms. Having just come onto the pitch, he's doing well to pick up the tempo right away. Tracy into Alex Webb. Sadeo does well. Is Tilsley still on the pitch? Maybe it's Bloodworth who came off. That's a foul. Yeah.
He did very well there to Sadayu to hold up the ball and force a foul from Kosk. won his team a good free kick in a dangerous position, really.
They've had a lot more of these, I think. Uni obviously seems to be winning fouls a bit further back, but Hallam always having these decent opportunities from these set pieces. It's Alex Webb, I believe, who's stepping over it.
I see Nelms has come off shaking his head and holding his ankle.
Yeah.
Looks like his day is probably over.
That's what I was saying about the warm-up. Oh, it's a decent effort. Sadeo is on the post. Oh, and he's hit the other post.
Goal line technology needed for that one, I think.
I mean, we can see it up here. It definitely did go in. Oh, it nearly went through his legs.
Rolled across the goal line, probably about 1 yard off of it.
That was incredible. He was just kind of stood on the post and he was almost surprised how well it fell to him.
Don't quite know how he didn't score from there, but...
No, I think the Hallam supporters over there thought it was in, but it certainly wasn't, we can see from up here. Unlucky. Ooh, decent little cross in.
Don't see too many headers in futsal.
No, I almost want to see a diving header or something. Go on, George Tilsley, get a dive on that one. Oh, it's a decent throw out. There goes, another header for you. This time the Hallam defender winning out. No, I'm impressed. It's definitely the tempo's picking up. Both teams are really desperate to win this. 4-4 they won't be happy with. They want to get a winner. Interested to see as well how many risks they start taking as they reach into the closing stages. A little bit more here of the referee trying to make sure the ball's in the right place. Plays it back. Oh, it's blocked by his own man, I think, there. Marcus Kosk. Tried an effort from range. Wasn't going to trouble the goalkeeper, though, was it? It was quite a slow
bit of a
effort.
tame effort, I think.
Nonetheless, he's got the ball again. Little 1-2 there with Callum Sidlin. He's going to take the kick in. Back to Kosk. Sidlin again, holding off the Hallam defender well. Watts, Sidlin. Sidlin! Ooh. That was well played.
Difficult angle, I think, to force a save from the keeper. But
did very well to get in behind the Hallam defence, though. It was a very quick play. McCartney's won it back. No, but Hallam have got it back again. This is clever counter-attacking play. Kosk just about does enough to take it away from Will Tracy. This is really picking up the pace now. McCartney, I believe, wins a kick in there for Uni of.
Crowd are getting more involved too.
They are, yeah.
Boys coming with each throw-in that goes each way.
McCartney then in the Hallam half. Kosk plays it out to Sidlin. I believe that is on the left-hand side. McCartney with a header. We've been calling for one. Nearly found its way into the far post. Hallam again so direct with these long throws from the goalkeeper. It sometimes does make its way out of the pitch. It's that small.
Bit of a javelin throw there from
yeah,
Mays.
it was, wasn't it? Wrong sport. We're in the Olympic, well, the English Institute of Support. Sidlin there trying to work something on the left. Not quite sticking. He's got it back though. George Tilsley though, who I thought had been subbed off. If he did, he was only off for a moment or two. He's been there nearly the whole game now. He must be a crucial player for them. Kosk, McCartney tries another effort. Tame, all of these direct throws we've been talking about again. But Kosk has been doing well.
It's clear that Hallam are trying to get the ball forward as quick as they can to catch Uniov out on the break.
Yeah, absolutely. Mayama does well there. He's come back onto the field. Mariyama seemed to have a bit of pace in that first half. We might see that used here. Good touch as well. Always clattered there by Alex Webb for Hallam. Was that not a foul?
That looked like a foul there from Alex Webb, but I think he won the ball, but I think he took the man
He went
with it.
through the back of him. The sport is it's not that physical in futsal. You'd think that would be a foul, but especially how the refs have been today. Very particular. Cost as well there to stop the counter-attack from Jake Craven for Hallam. George Tilsley again. Well played. This is Jake Craven now. Ooh, tries to cut it back. Watts on the counter-attack. Mariyama with a bit of pace on the right. Sidlin calms things down slightly. Mariyama takes an effort. It's saved at the near post by Matty Mays in goal for Hallam.
Regulation save, but did his job well there, the keeper.
Absolutely. Mariyama with the corner. Ooh, a little bit short. Sidlin does very well there to just slide in and take it away from Craven, who'd have had a chance on goal otherwise.
Hasn't really been a prolonged spell of pressure from Uniov.
No, not at all. I think now it's only 4 and a bit minutes to go. They're really trying to push forward a bit more for high tempo. Mariama does well there to block in. He's trying to calm things down a bit, that's for sure.
Advantage
Can he
play.
play it across to Watts? Watts then fires! It's blocked by the Hallam defender. Is this either a timeout here, I think, or?
Commend the referee.
No,
Played a nice advantage to keep the game flowing.
I thought he called for a timeout there. I'd be interested to see if we get one soon. It was about 3 to 4 minutes left of the first half. They called one earlier in the game. Mariama, who's made a bit of a difference since he's come onto the pitch, nearly gets it across to, if it was Watts in the middle. Craven then for Hallam, I'm sure is craving a goal. You can really tell he is. Ooh. That was a bit feisty, but it's been gone the Uni of way. To be fair, he was trying to kick at it to get the ball, but
yeah, I
not
think
much.
that's a bit harsh there from the referee.
Not much in it. Cost coming off then for Bates, who started the game at the back for Uni of, and he's back on the field to finish things off. Cries of Uni from the Uni of support. Not heard much from the Hallam side. Mariama playing it on the left to Watts. Matthew Lowe. He thinks he's fouled there, but referee allows things to carry on. Mariama wins the ball back again. His effort is blocked by George Tildesley. Another direct throw from Matty Mays. It's well headed in. Oh, it's a back heel attempt from Jake Craven.
Very ambitious there. It's always off balance a little bit, so he's going to struggle to wrap his foot around it. I guess his heel around it, but
bit of flair. We've not seen much of it today. Shame wasn't on target for the Hallam number 6. He's looked lively, Craven. He's not been on the pitch much today, but he's been on for the last 10 minutes or so. If they've saved him to bring him off late on to grab a goal.
yeah, perhaps he's one of their impact men.
Bates then taking the sting out of this one. Mariama can't quite find it up the touchline, but wins it back. He never seems to panic, Mariama. It's very cool and collected. Here he is to Bates. Playing it out wide then to Kosk, the captain, who's come back onto the field, I believe, Calvin Kosk. Lowe does well there. Calls for handball, I think, but he got it onto his chest. Lowe does really well to get forward for Uni of. It's one inside a corner with 3 minutes left on the clock. It's played quickly to Mariama at the far post. Can't quite get his effort away. Goal, but it's gone to the captain, Calvin Kosk. It's played in for Mariama, who's been a threat all of this second half. He's now left the field, but Calvin Kosk telling his players to calm down now. What a finish that is.
I was just about to say Mariama should have put his foot through it when he was found from the corner, but very unselfishly and coolly squared it to his captain, who made no mistake.
Yeah, what a finish that is. If you want anyone to step up at the final stage of the game, you want it to be your captain, and Calvin Kosk looks delighted with that one. Once again, they're saving him to come off the bench later on. He wasn't on for until about 5 minutes ago. Hallam, though, on the break. I think they'll be a bit more urgent now. Oh, they've got it in! Chris Sharp! After no goals for so long, 2 in quick succession, Chris Sharp, who's taken so many efforts today from range, has finally got one into the net. Somehow makes his way onto the goalkeeper.
Brown beating at his near post there. I think he'll. Don't think he'll be particularly happy about that. But yeah, 5-5 with the last 2 and a bit minutes remaining. So we can't have asked for much more, really.
No, I think Brown's made some fantastic saves today, but that's the one he's going to remember. Unfortunately for him, Chris Sharp then the goal scorer. He's eager to get another one here, isn't he? Koska's across there. It's been given to Uni off then. To Raleigh then. To Bates. 5-5. This could not be any closer. Are we going to see a winner now with 2.5 minutes left on the clock? Kosk gets it from Bates back to him. Tries to play it across, but he's hurried out by Jake Craven, excuse me.
You'd imagine the teams would be making sure they've got their strongest, well, 4 outfield players on now with the last few minutes remaining.
Yeah, it's interesting actually. I don't think Uniov have got a substitute goalkeeper. Hallam do. They're not going to make those changes though, I don't expect. Especially with 2 minutes left. Bates on the near sides. The tension's really racking up here at the EIS. He's played it short to Low. His shot is blocked again. Hallam doing well here to...
Similar routine there.
Yeah, a bit repetitive. Hallam taking advantage of it on the break now. Are they going to find a late winner? It's Jake Craven. Ooh, just about hurried out by Taruli. It's a corner.
Bates and Taruli did well there to get back in after Craven got a second bite at it.
Yeah, Sonny Taruli as well, stepping in for his side. Jake Craven plays it back. It's another one that's fired way over the top. George Tilsey this time. He's had a decent game. He's rushed that one a bit, I think. So you have to, you're being pressed, but you've got to keep your knee over it. Kosk tries to play it back, nearly. So I believe that was Sidlin.
Good cover there by Bates. Reading the game very well.
Oh, a little bit of Chris Sharp in the crowd there with one of the spectators. Bit of a push and shove to show how much the occasion means. Chris Sharp, who's just had a bit of a something with someone in the crowd, has had a header at the near post. I think it hit the side netting in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, the outside of the stanchion, I think.
It's close. And as is the game. What a well good. Oh, this is fantastic from Bates. Sidlin at the far post. Oh, we need goal technology. It's a goal.
Given.
It's a goal for Union. They have gone absolutely wild there. The Union support are buzzing with that. That was scrappy. I'm not even sure. Was it Sidlin who got back over the line?
Right at the far post, and ball rolled across the line. Mays was struggling to try and claw it out, but yeah, just wasn't quite able to. And yeah, Union take a vital lead into the last 1 minute 35 we've got. And
yeah, timeout now for both teams. Chance to chat about tactics. Not much they can do though, I think, other than just push forward and aim for a goal for Hallam, and Union will have to sit back.
As we mentioned at the start, it's difficult to run the clock down in futsal because of the way the clock stops all the time. So they're going to have to hold firm for the last little while of this game.
Yeah, I think Union will probably feel the pressure here. You can see them all trying to calm each other down, I think. Take a moment to relax. But these timeouts, it's tactical when they're called because they can become a bit complacent afterwards. Hallam already back.
So Heppenstall's back on the pitch for Hallam. He led, I was watching their team talk in the timeout, and he led that, and now, oh no, he's gone to the far side of the pitch, so he won't be coming back on.
It looked like he was, to be fair. I thought he was when you were saying that, but he's speaking to a coach, I think, over there, or member of staff. Very tense then. 1 minute 35 to play. Can Hallam get a goal back to equalise? Let's make it 6-6. 6-5 at the moment to the Union.
I think the score has reflected how close this game has been.
Yeah, it really could go either way. It's done well there, Callum Sidlin, just to break up that play. We're going to see a lot of that. That's also Low, not Sidlin. Yeah, Sidlin's on the far side, Low here, who's following Tilsey in the middle for Hallam. They've got to mark the players so closely. A bit of agility to get past and fall asleep for a split moment, and can really cost. Lowe's tried something a bit ambitious there, the outside of his boot. It's not paid off. Noah, I believe, back on for Hallam. Oh, this is well played by him here. Only Bates could get across to stop him. Needed 3 or 4 of them to stop Noah there.
I think he wanted a foul, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the ball was won cleanly.
Oh, it's played over the top then. It's well defended from the captain, Calvin Kosk, but it's played back into the middle. Noah. Oh, a counter-attack for Union, but Lowe can't quite reach the end of that cross-field ball. Draws Silsey of the kick-in.
Oh,
not quite accurate enough, but it's
industrial
hashed away.
clearance there, I think.
Yeah, that was. I think Sean Dye should be impressed with that one. Chris Sharp. He's trying to make as many metres up as he can on that touchline. I'm not sure that's where it went off. Chris Sharp again. He got on the score sheet, cuts in. Oh, he's done a little roll back there. Can't quite make it past Callum Sidlin. Noah holding it up well as he has all game. Kosk and Sidlin trying to work something on the counter, but not quite working. Low again, looking quite solid there.
40 seconds left on the clock. Last chance saloon for Hallam, I think.
Are we going to see a goal right on the buzzer to cause absolute chaos here? Or are Uniov going to hold on? Or could they get another just to really secure the point? Ooh, so an effort from low. Looked like it was looping over, but not quite hard enough. No, he's done well there, Bates, just to crowd out Noah, who's been pressing constantly. I think it's a Uniov ball as well. He's done really well to win some time back for his side. Of course, clock does stop when it goes out of play. Tilsley does well, but Low, the other number 8, intercepting. Sidlin, surely he's just got to hold on to the ball here. They've tried to get another one back. That could be costly. It's Hallam counter-attack. Noah! It's blocked well. Gosh, I thought that was going to go in then.
Lovely flick on from Sharp there on the halfway line.
Right, last chance saloon. The cliches are coming out. Noah, ball over the top. It's cleared out by Sidlin.
Got 8 seconds to make themselves a hero.
Wow, this is tense. Even my heart's racing. Can't even imagine what it's like on the pitch. Alex Webb takes it short. It's well cleared.
Only 2 seconds used up there.
But it was 3-2 in the last game. It's 6-5 at the moment. Oh, what a save! He's done so well there, Mitchell Brown, to keep that one out. It was from distance, so he had time to think about it.
That could be the match-winning save by Brown there.
It was George Tilsley again, wasn't it? He was taking a lot of long-range efforts on today. 4 seconds left. Corner. Bates needs to crowd that one out. Oh, he's done very well. Oh, there's half a second. I don't think they can do anything here. Surely not. And the buzzer's gone, and it's Uniov who win 6-5. The players are going absolutely wild. I think some of the twos as well who won just before this game about to come onto the pitch. Delighted with themselves, as are the support. What a game that was. That was tense.
Fantastic game, and division between these sides, but there wasn't much between them in the match. Hallam played very well throughout. Probably dominated for longer periods of the game, but Uniov just had that bit more quality in front of goal, I think.
Yeah, a bit more clinical. I think it was always going to be very tight between the two. Hallam scored so many goals in the league. Uniov have been so solid in the top tier. We're going to hand back over now to our presenters and our pundits who are going to talk about the game.
And thank you very much from our commentary team there. Tell you what, a fascinating ending really to a great game of futsal there. Uniov did win 6-5, and they were holding on towards the end. I mean, we were counting down the seconds and we were on there. The first half got a bit slow, Nelson. Why do you think that was to start with? It was a bit slow to start with, and then it eventually got into the groove of it. Why do you think that was?
I think like lots of sports, I think the two teams were feeling each other out to begin with, and it took a bit of time for them both to get into their rhythm. But by the end, I mean, it was end to end. It was fantastic drama and great for us as fans and commentators and spectators watching.
What about you, Aaron? What do you make
Yeah,
of it?
I was going to say, I think I'd agree with Nelson there. Like, they're probably just feeling each other out. It was like any sport. It was going to be a bit cagey in the first half, but it really sparked into life that second half. Like, there was, I know there wasn't that, like, there was less goals in that half, but there was some really nice football played, and it made for a very tense ending as well.
Well, yeah, there was some tackles flying in. There was even an interaction with a fan. Classic Varsity, you think?
Oh, definitely. It's all part of the spirit of the game, the derby. There's always going to be a bit of that, so I don't think we can blame the teams for getting a bit emotional there.
Well, we said there as well, when we were watching it, we all said, Uniov seemed to have the individual talent on show, but Hallam were the better team, and it showed that maybe the individuals played a better part in today's game. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I think like, yes, I would agree. Probably individually, they were probably a little bit more talented, but they still worked together as a team, and they still won the game. And that's actually the most important thing. And like, yes, Hallam actually probably had better structure, and attacking wise, had played with much better shape. But I'd still say the Uniov were the better team, and like, at the end of the day, they won the game. I don't really think they'll care.
Very true. We said there as well for the Uniov that the number 2 stood out as a main performer, the keeper stood out as a main performer, even captain Calvin, number 10. What did you make of number 2's performance?
Oh, he was absolutely incredible. I mean, when he came on in the first half, within 5 seconds, he'd set up the Uniov's second goal, I believe, or third goal, if I'm right. So he had an instant impact, and he was really, really impressed me with his close control, his movement, his composure to pick people out. So he had a great game, but we have to give a shout out to Mitchell Brown, the goalkeeper for Uniov, because he made some outstanding saves and kept Uniov in it in that first half, I would say.
Do you think if it wasn't for him that maybe Uniov might have lost today?
Yeah, I think they could well have done. They
Yeah,
could well have
I'd
done.
agree
I think he
with
made
that.
some brilliant saves, and if it wasn't for that, I think Hallam could have got ahead of steam and be able to lead in the first
I was
half.
going to say, especially that one down there at the end. Like, that was a huge save. With 4 seconds on the clock, got down to his left-hand side, palmed it out. Like really. Like I know he made a mistake on Hallam's goals when the ball slipped through his legs. But he made a huge difference today.
Well, we have got the captain, number 10, Calvin Withers, for the Union of Sheffield team. If you want to join us, Calvin, perfect. Thanks for that, mate.
Great to see
do you
you.
want to jump in there? Jump in there, and you can use my mic. I'll interview with it. What do you make of that then? Great win?
Yeah, I'm buzzing with the win. Obviously, like, throughout the game, it was really close. And I just told the boys, like, whoever wants it more is going to get the win. And we just worked really hard, played well. I'm really happy.
What do you make that in terms of the state of Varsity then? Because obviously Union of Sheffield are in front, now further in front with the twos winning earlier and the first winning now. Good stead?
Yeah, the twos played really well against their team. Obviously, it was a really close game. And being the ones, you want to kind of do better and, like, show them. So, yeah, it was really good to get the whitewash there.
I'll ask you as well, the goal, the winning goal, did it cross the line?
Yeah, I think it did. It had a bit of backspin on it, so it bounced out. The ref had good eyes there, which I'm happy.
Well, we couldn't really see it from up here, so that's why I'm asking you as well. There was a little incident down there with a penalty in the first half. Was it? Do you think maybe the Union keeper went through him a bit, or was it a penalty?
I think it was a bit harsh, but in futsal, the keepers are all, like, really strong, like, just going for big challenges, so could have went either way, I guess.
Well, quality. Good join your team then, mate. That was quality.
Yeah,
Thank
well
you for that, Calvin. Brilliant. Thank you for that interview.
Well done, mate.
Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, so a great game of futsal really there. Do you know what? Looking forward to it. I think we've got the netball coming up. Do you think maybe the Union could pull ahead even further in that?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think any of us have done a massive amount of research about the netball. But I think really anything could happen. And I mean, like, in all fairness, like, this game could have gone either way. Like, it was really close at the end, and we did all say as well, neither team ever went more than one goal in front.
Yeah.
They were either one goal in front or level. And so
it was toe-to-toe all the way through.
Yeah, like it was a very level game. So that game could have quite easily gone either way. Like, I know Calvin said that Hallam, the penalty maybe would have been harsher. I think we all will, to not be biased, we will disagree with him. Like, it was a nailed-on penalty, but and so that would have and then that if the penalty was converted, that would have been 6-all. So. Like it
Could have been a different game.
Could have been a different game. Yeah.
Well, we spoke to Calvin there. How good was he today? Because you said in the during the
absolutely.
game it was a captain's performance.
It was an immense
definitely that.
captain's performance. I mean, he got 2 goals in the end. He was leading from the front, but it was his all-round game because he wasn't just there for the big moments for the goals. Right from the beginning, he was putting in crunching tackles. He was winning the ball back for his team. So he had an outstanding performance and really led from the front for the Union team.
I was going to say as well, his assist for the goal from number 8 for the volley, like that goal was definitely the pick of the bunch from today. It was a really good sort of looped assist. Then brilliant technique on the volley as well.
And brilliant. Right, we're going to hand you back then. We're going to wrap that up. Thank you so much for joining us for the futsal coverage. The men's first have won 6-5 for the University of Sheffield against Hallam. And yeah, thank you for joining us.